Hi everyone, my name is Devina and I am back again in this video which is going to be on property reading. I will give you a brief insight on what to expect during a property reading. Just like souls, property also have their own Akashic record and keeps all the information regarding the property. Information like anything that went through over there, whether it's a house, residential house, business building, a plot of land, anything that has an address has their own Akashic record. I will go over the details on different types of influences that exist in properties. Just like the law of attraction states, like attracts like, we get attracted to people who are vibrationally aligned to us. The same thing applies for properties. We get attracted to properties which are energetically or vibrationally aligned to us or to our soul. To begin with, let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever wondered, since you moved to your new house, things are not the same as it was in the old house? Have you noticed that you have lack of sleep, or there's no peace, or there's someone always sick in the house? Have you ever noticed after moving to a new place or changing a house or anything like that, you've noticed that your money is going just like water? Have you ever visited a place and then you've thought, I don't want to go back again over there? There's something there that makes me feel uncomfortable. There's some kind of energy that is there and makes you think twice before going back to that place. So these are the things that we look for in a property during the property reading in the Akashic record. There are many reasons behind any influence that exists in a property. Whatever we do, we talk, we cry, we fight, we have arguments, we have parties, we have anything that we do in the property, whether it's positive or negative, it stays in that property, in that vibration. Anything that we do changes the vibration, changes the atmosphere you're living in. And if it's a positive vibration, it's going to give positive outcomes. What if there are negative vibration over there in your property? There are different occasions when we get some kind of argument with our neighbors. It could be because of the land, or because of kids, or because of pets, because of a tree, anything like that. When we are having an argument, a discussion, or anything like that with our neighbors, it's directing negative thought forms towards that person and towards that property. There could be negative energies of anger, jealousy, hatred, and many more. When that person is directing, it's not something that like you can see visually, but there's a thought form that's transferring and directed at your property. This is happening because of your pet, or my property, or my my fence and my trees. When there are negative thought forms directed at the property, it will affect the inhabitants of the house gradually. Once these people leave the house to move to some other places, somebody else is going to come and stay in that house. And what will happen? Gradually, this person will start experiencing the same things that's going on in that property, the same energy vibration, because they were attracted to the same vibration and they moved in here. And they will stay here and they will feel that energy. They will not have peace if there's always like arguments and fight going on, and there's that type of negative energy in the property, that type of negative vibration. This person will end up having the same thing in their family life. These are the ways that negative thought forms, negative energies affect us. And by saying negative thought form through neighbors, it can also come through friends, relatives, anyone visiting your house. Could be you had a housewarming, you bought a house, you invited friends, and people will come and say, oh, they have a big house, beautiful house. Where did they get money to buy such a big house? Oh, I'm jealous, they have this and I don't have this. When they say that, it's not saying, but it's like the thought form, right? I just wanted to give you an insight on how negative thought form are directed to a property. Let's talk about earthbound souls. Earthbound souls are souls which are trapped, which are stuck within the physical plane. They are confused and cannot understand their current situation. For example, independent earthbound soul, a soul that was living in a property, has transitioned. But because of confusion, they still reside there. They will stay there. They're going to draw energy from that property. Because they think that their family was there, they belong to that place, they were living there before, and they have to live there. They have to continue living there with their family. And sometimes what happened, even if the family moved away from that property, moved to another place, because they are confused of their current situation, they're gonna stay there, and they're not gonna really harm you. But having earthbound soul in your property, it's gonna be disturbing for you. It's going to be disturbing. It's not going to be peaceful. It's going to draw energy. You're going to be feeling tired and all type of negative energies towards you. What if they had, when they were dying, they had a feeling of sadness of leaving this house, the physical realm and everything like that? So that sadness and whatever energy when they died, they had, if there were negative energy, that negative energy will draw energy from you, from all the inhabitants. Even kids will feel uneasy in that property because of earthbound soul. The next one are disruptive souls. Disruptive souls could be dangerous. You've been seeing in paranormal movies and channels and TVs. Disruptive souls, they are attached to the property. Could be they were living there and they were like, sometimes we encounter people that love their physical life, love their physical material life they have. For example, if we take for properties, people are attached to their house, they're attached to their property, they're attached to their car and anything like that, physical things. So disruptive souls will stay attached to their property. Disruptive souls will feel threatened when somebody else will come, will move to that place, and they will do everything they can to protect their property. We've been seeing in movies and haunted movies and paranormal activities series, the disruptive souls are throwing things and kitchen cabinets are wide open, the door is shut down and the basement feels so cold, anything like that. They're gonna make movements and tricks to make you scare and just leave that place. They just don't want you there. This is what they're gonna do, disruptive souls. And many occasions people are not able to figure out what's going on, and until like it's too late. However, having said that, disruptive souls are very rare to find. You may have all seen in paranormal movies or paranormal series on TV channels talking about portal ways on properties. What are portal ways? Portal ways, we can just imagine a small door open for earthbound soul to come in and go in your house. It's an invisible door which exists on properties. Some properties have one, some properties have two or more. If we have more, that's going to be very disturbing, because the people living in the house will not be comfortable, will not be at peace. They will have issues sleeping. And how would you feel? Like, just imagine, like, we can't see them, but what if you are sitting and watching TV and you see just in front of you, could be in the living room, but most of the time portal ways are in those places that we want to avoid. Could be in the basement, Could be a room or a corner that you don't want to go there. Sometimes we do have a part of the house that we feel like not comfortable in going there all the time, or like, oh, come with me, I'm going in the basement, or anything like that. So normally these portalways are found at places, corners in the house where we are not comfortable going, especially by ourselves. Just imagine you've been sleeping and portalways is there, open, and earthbound soul are coming and standing and watching you. How does that feel? How does that feel just by listening, and just by visualizing, imagining that you're sleeping and there are spirits over there, earthbound souls standing and watching over you? Uneasy, right? So portalways is gonna bring you're gonna feel uncomfortable, and it's not gonna be peaceful to sleep and do whatever you do in your house. The next thing that I uncovered during a reading on properties are gateways. Unlike portalways, gateways are bigger doors. If portalways would be a single door, then this is a double or triple door, open for earthbound soul to come in and out. And it's gonna be very, very disturbing, uncomfortable, not at peace. And it's gonna, like, just imagine disruptive earthbound soul, all types of earthbound soul that are trapped, are visiting your house. Could be daily, could be like each and every second. How does that feel? But not every properties have gateways. We find them very few. But if there's a gateway, that's not going to be easy for the person to like settle down peacefully in their house. And having a gateway in the house will draw energy. Will draw energy from the inhabitants. Same is for the portalways as well. It's going to drain energy. You will feel weak. You will feel lazy, tired all the time. From time to time, land is consecrated or energetically reassigned for a specific use. To give you an example, nowadays, farming land are reassigned to get residential houses built, or barren land also are doing construction. That's the way that, like, before it was farming, now is assigned to residential area. It was a barren land, and now it is let's say, for example, they have a commercial building, they have a shopping mall over there, and it has been like, this is shopping mall, this is not anymore the barren land that we had previously. Some land has been assigned as a sacred site ages and ages before. How would you feel sleeping in a church or in a temple? How would you feel eating and having parties in a church or in a temple? And everything that you do in your house, anything that you can think of, just think of doing it in a church or in a sacred place like temples. How does that feel? What if your land was before assigned as a sacred site, and you're doing everything that is needed to be done in a house without knowing that before it was a sacred site? We got to reassign that energetically. We have to reassign. It's not going to make you comfortable eating, dancing, or doing whatever you do in your house, in a church, or in a sacred place. So this is very important for us to reassign and know what is the existing use of that land where you are living now. And we can do that reassignment through the property reading and reassign that land to residential. We all know pretty much our history. Battles have been fought on this land. Those lands that were once assigned battlegrounds will keep up energies like sadness, guilt, desperation, aggression, arguments, conflicts. And how does this affect the people living in that property, in that piece of land, building a house and living? No peace. There will always be arguments, always be sadness, depression, fight with neighbor, fight in the house, fight in family. Battlegrounds, think of battlegrounds, and what kind of energy do you expect then in that area, in that plot of land that you have? It's always good to know where you are living. You don't want to live in a battleground. Would you like to live? People are fighting around, and you have your dining set and having dinner or playing with the kids or watching TV or sleeping. How does that feel? Noise all around. And battlegrounds, many people, many warriors died. So if your land was assigned as a battleground before, expect earthbound soul. There's going to be a lot of earthbound souls over there. And the way they died in wars will reflect the different type of negative energies that will reside in that land, in that property. Similarly, like battlegrounds, land were assigned as burial ground before. Burial ground, again, my same question to you. How would you feel doing everything that you do in your house today? See yourself, just visualize yourself doing the same thing in a burial ground. Not good. Not easy. Uncomfortable. And burial ground, people have, after transition, burial ground, there will be a lot of earthbound soul coming in and going out, and it's going to have negative energies. Having these negative energies in your property will make you feel sad, grumpy, lethargic, depressed, not comfortable, uneasy. Life will be hard. Anything you want to do will be hard. Having these negative energies will delay any paperwork regarding that plot of land, regarding that property. Everything will be difficult in that property to figure out, or if you are looking for a loan, it's gonna be hard to find a loan. Or if you want to sell that property, you're gonna have a hard time selling that property. People will come, but let's say if you have earthbound soul over there, what if there's disruptive souls and all these negative energies? They will prevent those people to come and buy this property. And these negative energies, these negative influences in your property will affect you, will draw energy from you. So I think I was clear enough explaining to you why it is important to have a property reading and clearing done. You have to know what's there in your property. Another thing that I would like to mention here is that the reading and the clearing of the property is done at an energetic realm. So I don't have to be present physically at the address to do the clearing and reading. It can be done from anywhere in the world, from anywhere I am and anywhere you are located. I will just need the physical address of the property, the plot of land, and if you are energetically owner of that property, we can do the reading and clearing. If there's anything was not clear during this video, do not hesitate to contact me. You can send me a message, and I will get back to you. Thank you everyone for your attention and watching this video. Please like and share my video and like my page, Reconnect Mind Healing. And I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thank you and goodbye.